Hey y'all, my name is Yessenia. I am the Elementary and Literacy Lab Facilitator at Girls Inc. Orange County. My pronouns are she and her, and today we're going to be talking about emotions. Emotions are our body's reactions to situations. These situations can make us feel things like happiness, frustration, and even anger. Emotions can sometimes be hard to deal with, so we react to them in negative ways. For example, you might feel bored and you decide that you want to go out, but your parents can't take you, so you get upset and you start yelling, which can get you into trouble. Emotions are necessary because we need to be able to feel things like happiness and excitement and even sadness. Let's take a small break to show off our emotions. I want you to do this with me. So what we're going to do is I'm going to say an emotion and I want you to make a face for that emotion. For example, happy. You might smile. Now I'm going to list off other emotions and I want you to make a face with me. Are you ready? Excited, sad, angry, nervous, proud, frustrated. How did you do? Was it easy to think about faces for these emotions? It might have been easy for you because these are emotions that we feel all the time. Now we're going to do an activity where we think about our emotions and the situations that cause these emotions. We're also going to be focusing on how we handle these emotions. So what you're going to need for this activity is a blank piece of paper and something to write with. You can also use crayons or markers if you would like. First, we're going to create 4 boxes on our piece of paper. You can do this by folding it in half and then folding it in half again the other way. After your paper is folded, we are going to be outlining the boxes so that you can see where they are. You can also have a family member help you do this step if you're not sure how to do it. Then I want you to write scared, angry, excited, and embarrassed in the boxes like I did for mine. Now what we're going to do is we're going to write about a time when we felt these emotions and how you reacted. You can also draw a picture if you're not sure how to write about it. I'm going to go ahead and write or draw my situations on each box, and I'm going to speed it up for you, but I want you to take this time to do it with me, and then I'll come back to show you my final result. Here is my final result. I kind of wrote and doodled my reactions to different emotions. What we're going to do now is we're going to be going through my reactions and then we're going to be deciding whether or not they were positive or negative. So I want you to do this too with your own situations at home. So if it's a positive reaction to that emotion, you're going to write a plus sign. And if it's a negative reaction to that emotion, you're going to write a negative sign. So let's do mine together. So for scared, I wrote about my time going on an airplane for the first time and how I didn't want to get in the car, so it made everyone upset. So I think that's definitely a negative reaction, so we're going to put a minus sign right there. My next one is angry. So my sister took my favorite bracelet and lost it at the park. I got really upset and yelled at her. I remember this situation, it was pretty bad. So this was also a negative reaction, so we're going to put a negative. And then excited. So when I learned how to ride a bike, it took a while, but when I finally figured out how to do it, I got excited and tried on my own after a few tries. And even though I fell, I didn't stop trying. And eventually I learned how to ride it all on my own. So I'm going to put a positive because this was a good reaction to being excited. All right, my next one is embarrassed. So when I was younger, I was in cheer. So my cheer performance when I was younger, I was so nervous, but I didn't give up. So I remember this time I was flag deck and I was nervous and embarrassed having to be up there, but I didn't give up And for that, I'm going to put a positive as well because I think that was a positive reaction. So I want you to do the same thing at home. Take your piece of paper, your situations, and I want you to put a minus sign for the negatives and a plus sign for the positives. Now what I want us to do is I want us to flip our paper over to the back, and we're going to be doing something similar again, but I just kind of grabbed a different piece of paper because my marker bled through to my backside. So here is my back of the piece of paper, and what you're going to do is you're going to write the emotions on the back again. Make sure that the same emotions are on the front as they are on the back. So the new ones should be angry is going to end up here, and then you're going to have scared, embarrassed, and excited. So your new piece of paper should look something like this. Now that we have the emotions written down again on the back, what we're going to do is we're going to write about how we could have handled these situations and emotions differently to make sure that all of them are positive reactions. So I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to speed it up for y'all again, and then I'll show you my final result. So here are my new reactions to the situations and emotions. So as you can see now, all of them are now positive. For example, my angry one, instead of getting upset and yelling at my sister, I wrote down that I could have talked to my sister and told her how important the bracelet was to me. So then that now becomes a positive. And then for scared, before I didn't even want to get on the plane or the car, right? So now it's try something new because I knew I was going to be okay and safe. So I wrote down be bold. So that is also a positive reaction. So for the other ones, I continue practicing and never giving up and having fun and being thankful to learn something and try something new. So those are both also positive reactions. And that is it. This is our emotion map. I hope you enjoyed doing this activity. I hope you enjoyed doing this emotion map with me. If you want me to see your emotion maps, you can upload them to Instagram and tag us at girlsinc_OC. I will have the tag up here, but remember to get parent permission first. You can also send me an email at my email down below. Don't forget, you are strong, smart, and bold.